Welcome to Statistics Made Simple, and I am Savita Valsang. In this video, I'll discuss another method of measuring secular trend, that is the method of least squares, and in particular, we will discuss about fitting of a straight line, which is also called as a linear or first degree equation. The fourth measure of measuring secular trend is the method of least squares. In this method, a mathematical relationship is established between time and the variable of the type y equal to f of x. Here, x denotes the different time points and y denotes the values of the variable. Now, the relation may be first one, straight line, linear or first degree equation. Second, quadratic, parabolic or second degree equation. Third, exponential or the logarithmic equation. Next, I'll define normal equations, which is an important question and it is used in the problems which we are going to solve under the method of least squares. So, what are these normal equations? They are used for finding the coefficients of the relation which is fitted by the method of least squares. Some of the important points to remember under method of least squares is the trend line which is fitted is called as the line of best fit. The trend line is fitted to the given data in such a way that the following conditions are satisfied. This can be asked as a two marker. The first one is summation y minus yc equal to 0. Here c is a subscript, that is the sum of the deviations of the actual values of y and the computed values of y are 0. So please note that y subscript c stands for the computed values of y, which we are going to find out using the method of least squares. The second condition is summation y minus yc the whole square is the least. That is, the sum of the square deviations of the actual values of y and the computed values of y is the least. Therefore, this method is called as the method of least squares. Let us now learn fitting of a linear trend. Let's start with let y equal to a plus bx be the equation of the straight line which is fitted to the time series. Here, y denotes the values of the variable and x denotes the different time points. Now, in the equation y equal to a plus bx, there are two constants a and b. So the two constants a and b are obtained by solving the two normal equations which are given by the first one is na plus b summation x is equal to summation y. Second is a summation x plus b summation x square is equal to summation xy, where n is the number of observations. Please be thorough with the two normal equations which are used for fitting of a linear trend. This will be used in the problems. Following are some of the important points to remember while working out the 5-mark problems on fitting of a straight line. First one is when n is odd, x is equal to deviation from the middle year divided by h. Second, when n is even, x is equal to deviation from the arithmetic mean of the two middle years divided by h by 2. And h is the difference between the x values. Third point, x is chosen such that summation x is always equal to 0 in the problems. Fourth point, the values of a and b are substituted in the straight line equation to obtain the fitted straight line trend equation. And the fifth point, by substituting the values of x in the trend equation, the corresponding trend values can be found. Problem 1. Determine the equation of a straight line which fits best the following data. Estimate the trend values. Also plot the original and trend line on the graph. The table given is years 2006, 2007, 2008 up to 2013. The corresponding values are 80, 90, 92, 83, 94, 99, 92, 104. The first step is to mark years as X and the values as Y. Now observe that the number of observations which are given are 8 and 8 is an even number. Now the years are all 4-digit numbers and hence using them directly the calculations are going to become more complicated. Hence we make use of the formula suggested for x depending on whether n is odd or even. So mark years as x and value as y, and then for fitting of a straight line we need 3 more columns, that is x, x square and xy. After completing the problem and after the trend values are obtained, we write the trend values in the last column in the table. Under solution, write given n equal to 8, which is even. Then start with let y equal to a plus bx be the straight line equation. Then the two normal equations are, the first one is na plus b summation x equal to summation y. Second, a summation x plus b summation x square is equal to summation xy. And since n is even, x is calculated using the formula deviation from. You have to find out the arithmetic mean of the two middlemost years. So in the table, the two middlemost years are 2009 and 2010, and we need to find out the arithmetic mean of those two. That means 2009 plus 2010 divided by 2 whole divided by h by 2, which simplifies to x equal to deviation from 2009.5 divided by h is the difference between the years in the first column in the table, that is 1 divided by 2, or the final expression for x is deviation from 2009.5 divided by 0.5. Let us now find out the x values in the table. So take the first year 2006 subtracted from 2009.5, you get minus 3.5, and minus 3.5 when it is divided by 0.5 you get minus 7. In a similar way, each year is subtracted from 2009.5 and when divided by zero point 0.5 gives the next x values as minus 5, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 3, 5 and 7. Our aim is always to obtain summation x as equal to 0. Also, when we calculate summation y, we get the total as 734 in the table. Next, calculate x square, that is minus 7 whole square is 49. Similarly, minus 5 square is 25. Then you get 9, 1, 1, 9, 25, 49. And summation x square is equal to 168. Then calculate the xy value. So multiply each x value into the corresponding y value. So it is minus 7 into 80 is minus 560, minus 5 into 90 is minus 450, minus 276, minus 83, 94, 297, 460, 728. And the total is summation xy is equal to 210. The next step is to find the constants a and b in the two normal equations. For this, we need to substitute the values of summation x, summation y, summation x square and summation xy in the two normal equations. So let's consider the first normal equation, and we also substitute for n, which is equal to 8. So considering the first normal equation, we get 8a plus b into 0 is equal to 734, which implies 8a is equal to 734, or a is equal to 734 divided by 8, which is equal to 91.75. Now consider the second normal equation. A into 0 plus b into 168 is equal to 210, which implies 168b is equal to 210, or b is equal to 210 divided by 168. Taking only two places after the decimal, we get 1.25. Therefore, a is equal to 91.75 and b is equal to 1.25. Now, the values of a and b should be substituted in the straight line equation to obtain what is called as a fitted straight line trend equation, which is given by yc equal to 91.75 plus 1.25x. Now, to find the trend values for the given problem, we have to substitute different values of x in the fitted straight line trend equation to obtain the trend values. So, when x is equal to minus 7, yc is equal to 91.75 plus 1.25 into minus 7, which is equal to 91.75 minus 8.75, which is equal to 83. In a similar way, substitute in the fitted straight line trend equation x equal to minus 5. So you get yc is equal to 85.5. Similarly, when x is equal to minus 3, we get yc equal to 88. When x is equal to minus 1, yc is equal to 90.5. When x is equal to 1, yc is equal to 93. When x is equal to 3, yc is equal to 95.5. When x is equal to 5, yc is equal to 98. And when x is equal to 7, yc is equal to 100.5. Usually, all the trend values are written in the last column in the given table. Let us now plot the original and trend line on the graph. To do this, we have to take the years, that is 2006, 2007, so on up to 2013 on the x-axis, and we have to take the values of y on the y-axis. Choose an appropriate scale. The scale which I have chosen for the y-axis are 70, 75, 80, which goes up to 110. Now, how do we plot the histogram? Corresponding to each year, you have to mark the y value. So, corresponding to 2006, mark the y value 80. For 2007, 90, 2008, 92. Continue in this manner up to 2013. The value of y is 104. These points are then joined by straight lines using a scale, as I have highlighted in red color, and then mark the line as the histogram. The next is to draw the trend line. So corresponding to the year 2006, take the trend value 83 and mark it on the graph. Similarly, for 2007, the trend value, which is 85.5, can be approximated to 86 and it can be plotted on the graph. Similarly, for 2008, the trend value is 88. For 2009, it is 91 after approximation. For 2010, 93. For 2011, 96. For 2012, 98. And for 2013, 101. So now join all these points using a scale by dotted lines, as I have done in purple color, and then you can mark that line as the trend line. Also, write the scale, that is x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 1 year and y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. Now, if you observe the trend line, you see that the trend line is increasing. So you can write the conclusion: the given time series indicates an upward trend. Problem 2. The production figures of a sugar factory in 1000 quintals are as given below. First subdivision: fit a straight line trend to the given data. Second subdivision: estimate the production for the year 2020. So in the table, in the first column, we have the years as 2006, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2018. The production in the second column are 12, 10, 14, 11, 13, 15, and 16. Now mark the first column as X, second column as Y, and you get summation Y equal to 91. Now to fit a straight line trend equation, we need to find out summation X square, and summation XY. So we form three more columns in the table. Starting with the solution, write given n equal to 7 within brackets odd. Then let y equal to a plus bx be the straight line equation. Then the two normal equations are: the first one is na plus b summation x equal to summation y. Second, a summation x plus b summation x square is equal to summation xy. Now since n is odd, the formula for x is deviation from the middle year divided by h, and here the middle year is 2012, which I have highlighted in pink color, which is the difference between the years, that is 2. So you get x is equal to deviation from 2012 divided by 2. Now to calculate the x values in the table, each year is subtracted from 2012 and divided by 2. So 2006 minus 2012 divided by 2 is minus 3. Similarly, 2008 minus 2012 divided by 2 is minus 2. And the remaining x values are minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, such that summation x is equal to 0. Then calculate x square, which is 9410149, which gives us summation x square is equal to 28, and summation xy is obtained as 21, and the xy values after calculation are minus 36, minus 20, minus 14, 0, 13, 30, and 48. Now to find out the constants a and b, we make use of the two normal equations in which we substitute the values for n as 7 and also substitute the totals, that is summation x, summation y, summation x square, and summation xy. And we get, for the first normal equation, consider 7a plus b into 0 is equal to 91, which implies 7a is equal to 91, or a is equal to 91 divided by 7, which is equal to 13. And consider the second normal equation, that is a into 0 plus b into 28 is equal to 21, which implies 28b is equal to 21, or b is equal to 21 divided by 28, which is equal to 0.75. Therefore, we get a equal to 13 and b equal to 0.75. In the first subdivision, therefore, the fitted straight line trend equation is yc equal to 13 plus 0.75 into x. Now in the second subdivision, we have to find out the production for the year 2020. So if you observe the table for the year 2012, the x value is 0. For 2014 it is 1, for 2016 it is 2, 2018 it is 3. So in other words, for the year 2020, the x value will be 4. So we get yc is equal to 13 plus 0.75 into 4, which is 13 plus 3, or we get yc is equal to 16 in 1000 quintals, which is the estimate for the production for the year 2020. Problem 3. Below are given figures of sales in crores of rupees in a steel factory. First subdivision, fit a straight line trend to the given data. Second, estimate the sales for the year 2018. In the first column, we have the years as 2006, 2008, 2010, 2012, 2014, and 2016. And the sales are 20, 24, 22, 30, 28, 32. Mark the first column as X, second column as Y, and you get summation Y equal to 156, and form three more columns, that is X, X square, and XY, for which we have to find out their totals. Under solution, write given n equal to 6, which is even, let y equal to a plus bx be the straight line equation. Then the two normal equations are, first one na plus b summation x equal to summation y. Second is summation x plus b summation x square is equal to summation xy. Now since n is even, the formula for x is deviation from, it is the arithmetic mean of the two middle years divided by h by 2. So it is 2010 plus 2012 divided by 2 whole divided by h by 2. So which implies x is equal to deviation from 2011 divided by, in this problem, h is 2, that is the difference between the years. So it is 2 divided by 2, or x is deviation from 2011 divided by 1, which gives us x equal to deviation from 2011. Now to find out x, x square and xy, we first need to take each year and subtract it from 2011. So 2006 minus 2011 is minus 5, 2008 minus 2011 is minus 3. Continue in this manner, and the remaining x values are minus 1, 1, 3, 5, which gives summation x equal to 0. Then square each of the x values and we get 25, 9, 1, 0, 9, 25, and summation x square is equal to 70. And xy values are minus 100, minus 72, minus 22, 0, 84, 160, and we get summation xy equal to 80. Now to find out the constants a and b, we substitute for n and summation x, summation y, summation x square, and summation xy in the two normal equations. So doing that, in the first normal equation, we get, consider 6a plus b into 0 is equal to 156, or 6a is equal to 156, or a is equal to 156 divided by 6, which is equal to 26. And for the second normal equation, consider a into 0 plus b into 70 equal to 80, which implies 70b is equal to 80, or b is equal to 80 divided by 70, which is equal to 1.14. Therefore, we get a is equal to 26 and b is equal to 1.14. In the first subdivision, you can write, therefore, the fitted straight line trend equation is yc equal to 26 plus 1.14x. And in the second subdivision, the estimate of the production for the year 2018 will be, when x is equal to 7, yc is equal to 26 plus 1.14 into 7, which is equal to 26 plus 7.98, or yc is equal to 33.98 in crores of rupees. It is not necessarily the amount of time you spend at practice that counts. It's what you put into the practice. So keep practicing by understanding the concepts thoroughly. Thank you so much for watching, and look out for my next video on fitting of a quadratic equation.